Let's talk about the description of intervals. There are two ways of describing intervals. First is the numeric description, which is the quantitative description. That's the second, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. They are compound intervals. That will be in a subsequent episode. Then another one will be the qualitative description. Today, our emphasis will be the quantitative. Again, as I said, it's ordinate numbers. First, second, third. Because it's ordinate, it means you are describing the distance, tonal distance between two notes. So, if I start on the C, how far is F from C in tonal distance? That's what the description of intervals is all about, right? So first of all, we will be discussing the quantitative things. How far will I go from C to reach F? 1, 2, if your note was here, 3, if your note was here, 4. In steps, that's 4 steps. That makes this interval a fourth. You will have noticed some principles coming out already. The beginning point is inclusive. That means C is a first from C. What we are trying to say is that, for example, in a choir, soprano and alto can sing the same note. Technically speaking, they are intervals apart, right? And the interval is a first. Even though it counts, it's called unison, but it counts as the first interval. You must remember that. So from C to D is a second. From D to E is a second. So from C to E is a third. From D to F is a third. Do you get it? Do you get how this overlaps? Another rule that's important to remember is that when these things are said, the interval is always going upward. That means if I say a fourth from C, automatically the notes we are counting upward. That means C, D, E, F. Unless it's explicitly stated that what's the fourth down from C, then you know you are counting downward. Is that fair? So you must always remember that once we say a third from D, we mean F going up. Okay, now it's important that we discover how this works in the diatonic scale. So I've written out the diatonic major scale in C, and I will expect you to take a quick minute. Let's make it 2 minutes. Find out what possible intervals there are between any two of this set of notes, right? And come back after a little while and I'll answer that for you. How did that go? So, this is the scale from C to C, the first to the octave from that. So let's go. First of all, we are trying to find how many, let's start from the sevenths. How many sevenths there are, how many sixths there are, all the way. This is formulaic in nature. Of course, you will have to do it a few times to see how the formula works. So let's find how many sevenths we will find between any two notes. If I start from C, a seventh from C is B. I do not have the time to count everything, but you can count on your own. I will do maybe the first set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's as simple as that. Just count every step. That's one. Another possible one is from D to C. That's also another seventh. That gives us 2. I'll just write this in words. 2 sevenths are possible. How many sixths? If I start from C to A, it's a sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I start from D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D to B. Start from E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there will be 3. Do you see that it's formulaic? Everything will follow the pattern. So it means we add it to get 9. if you want. That means there will be 4 fifths. C to G, D to A, E to B, F to C. Do you get that? Fourths will be 5. Thirds will be 6. C to E, D to F, E. So, let me just do this. 6 of them. And seconds will definitely be 7. Do you get that? All right.